Hey y'all, so I don't know how impactful me telling you guys what I did to pass the class is, but I am going to talk about my experience with D076. D076, now that I think about it, it wasn't that bad. It just took some time to just understand the concepts. So I read this book. I read the book, okay? And I read the book over 4 times, more than 4 times. I know that for sure. And I kept putting this class off because when it comes to finance and accounting and things like that, my brain is instantly turned off and I just can't get into it. But I've read this book multiple times, right? So upon my 4th read, I'm like, okay, you read this book, and I took really copious notes. Like, they were very granular. Like, I wrote notes on everything, and I would not advise for that. But I wrote notes on everything. Very granular, just notes. So I decided, like, okay, let me go ahead and take the test. Took the test, failed, okay? Failed the test the first go around. Wasn't surprised at all, because the concepts were just, the book is very cut and dry. I did watch the cohorts, and I think those helped to some extent for me taking the test the first time, but it wasn't enough. So my second go around, I had to do a retake plan, and that was cool. I mean, I already knew it was coming up, so, you know, I had to roll with the punches. But this time what I did was I read the book, okay? And I took my time reading the book. It took me about a week to read the book in its entirety, except for one chapter. I was over it. I had to, like, that book is so long. I didn't read the last chapter, but I did read the book to its entirety almost. I did read the book. This time I took my time and I tried to understand the concepts going forward, because that's like the most important thing. Because it's like, if you don't understand the concepts, it's like, what's the point of reading the book? You're just reading to read. So I took my time understanding the concepts. All right, so after a week, I wrote my notes, but this time they weren't as granular. They were just more so on the topic of what I was reading, so I could understand it better. So that helped me a lot. After that, I winded up taking the test again. And, you know, it was the whole testing shebang. You go through the proctor, you and the proctor do your 1-2, go back and forth, and then boom, take the test. Took the test and I passed it this time. So what I would say is just read the book. You can watch the cohorts, that might help. It didn't help me in my case, but I would really recommend to read the book. That's what helped me. It's not as bad as it seems, but it is a copious class. The book is dry. The book is very dry. The book is beyond dry. But it's not something that you can't get. If I can get it, you can get it. Like, and also what I would say is, what I used to do is I would write all my classes that I had listed to complete, and I would write them on a piece of paper or like a sticky note or an index card, and I would put them on my wall. And each time I passed the class, I would rip it. And that would be so satisfying. Like, the satisfaction I would get from ripping that piece of paper made it all worthwhile for me to go hard and take the test. So I would always say, just have something to look forward to when you pass the test, because that's going to motivate you even more to pass the test. Whether it's a nice little lunch, you feel me? A little shopping spree, something that you want, you know, do it. Because no one knows how hard this is going in. You have to teach yourself the material at the end of the day. That's not easy. And you have to learn how to learn. For every class that you're taking, you have to learn how to learn. So reward yourself. Go hard. You got this. If I can do it, you can do it. And honestly, I didn't even think I could do it, but I did it. So that's just my little 1-2 on D076, Finance Skills for Managers. I think that this class is very doable. Just take your time. You got this.